back. It's 3 for the money. 4th of July was yesterday. Today's the 5th of July.
That's how it works.
Yeah, not a lot has happened since last week. But what I can say happened is Joey Chestnut saved America.
That's true.
It's true. I was devastated when
Yeah.
I saw the hot dog fest was canceled.
Yeah.
For like 10 minutes.
And they were like, there was an immediate outcry on the internet. Everybody was like, you can't do this to us. You can't rob this from us.
What are we going to do?
Yeah, that was. Yeah. And still the king.
He made it happen.
How many
always
times
gonna
in a
be the
row?
king.
16 or something like
16,
that.
17.
Jeez.
Yeah. It was either his 16th or 17th.
Athlete. I'll say
He's the greatest
I'll say
athlete
it.
we've ever witnessed.
Athlete. You have to. Your body has to go through some shit
Yeah.
to eat that many hot dogs.
Yeah.
He said he was going to go have a few beers after that, too. He was like, yeah, so I got some room. Gonna have a few beers. I was like, God.
I can't imagine eating more than like 3 hot dogs.
Really?
Yeah.
I had like 13 one time.
What the? Where?
In a sitting?
In a sitting?
Yeah, me and my girl had a hot dog eating contest one time.
That's adorable.
Did she beat you?
She did beat me. They were all beef franks. They weren't regular franks.
Okay.
If they were regular franks, I would have had a better chance. But
Why?
I don't know. I don't like beef franks as much. But
Okay.
Don't you just swallow it whole?
I don't. I mean, I chew it.
Slurp it.
I was
Did you do what Joey does?
No.
Breaks them and dunks them? That's what you got to do, man.
I'm not gonna do that.
Why
Did you
not?
set a time limit for this?
No.
Was it just like
It's
how
all-
many you could eat
all-day
until you
thing.
didn't feel good?
Yeah. Pretty much.
It's like an all-day thing. It's like about to go to bed. He's like, God,
One more.
I'm 3 dogs behind, but I have to go to sleep. I've got work in the morning.
No, it was.
All right. 3 more on the grill, real quick.
No, it was like in the span of like one episode of like a television show.
It's like 20,
20
minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
20, 25 minutes, somewhere around there. But, I was at the gym the other day, and I was at the hack squat machine, and I was like, I really don't want to do this. But on the TV in front of me was an ESPN 30 for 30 on Joey Jaws Chestnut. And you know what? This was Monday, I think. It was either Monday or Sunday. I was like, I have to do this for Joey.
For Joey.
For America's King.
Yeah.
Have you seen that 30 for 30?
No.
It's wild.
I just saw the picture of it.
It's wild.
Not the picture, but
It's
the
good.
film without the sound.
It was about like the fall of like Kobayashi and the rise of Joey Chestnut. It's actually
Yeah.
pretty entertaining.
Yeah, when I was growing up, Kobayashi was the
He
champ.
was
He was the king.
It's
And
kind of
then
it was kind of
this-
sad like that he
Yeah.
went back to Japan and they like exiled him almost.
what?
Yeah, not that like they just like because he was like a failure in their eyes. If you're a failure in
Right.
Japan, they like
Yeah.
want to shoot you.
Right. you got to be the best
Yeah.
at your thing.
That they did have this one. I can't remember if they were talking to Kobayashi or Joey Chestnut. They was doing like their like how he eats the hot dogs, and they showed the video of him like dunking it in water. And it was like after like the 3rd dunk, there was just so much like there's like soggy bread floating. I was like, it's so gross.
Oh, God.
And they show like all the other stuff, like because they have like these eating competitions like everywhere. It's like different foods. It's like holy shit. There's just like one sushi one. One guy ate like 70 something rolls of sushi and it
70
was-
rolls?
Yeah, no, or like the little I don't know
Or 70 pieces?
pieces. I guess I don't know. Maybe it was more than that. It was like a lot. I was like, oh my god, just, how much raw fish can you consume before you like die?
Yeah, for real.
For the mercury poisoning.
Seriously.
Athletes, every single one of them.
I mean, yeah.
they train their bodies to get it done. What else? What else would you describe as an athlete?
I mean,
I don't know. There's a competitiveness to it.
Some would say you're not an athlete if you don't wear a cup. So I'm not some, but
I don't know.
I don't know if I've heard that.
I mean, like basketball players don't wear cups.
ladies don't wear cups.
That's true as well.
Are they? Is it really sports? Nobody watches women's sports.
Is it
Maybe this argument is kind of valid.
Is it
It's a pretty valid argument.
You guys haven't been watching Brittany Griner since she came back from whatever?
No. A Russian prison.
Yeah, me neither.
We traded the Angel of Death for
The
For
harbinger
a
of
fucking
the Harbinger of Death.
for a fucking international drug smuggler.
death. No, like a nuclear arms.
No, we traded an international drug smuggler for a nuclear arms.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
A professional
Oh,
NBA
yes.
drug smuggler.
Yeah.
WNBA. Did I say WNBA?
Yeah, you said NBA.
Oh, not bad.
We'll let it slide this time.
You know, technically, that kind of saved Brittany Griner's career. If you think about it, why was she over in Russia? Because she was
Smuggling drugs.
because she was she was playing in one of these bullshit basketball leagues.
Bullshit.
She wasn't in the show. She wasn't in the WNBA.
Well, because it was the
now
off
she's
season.
back.
Well,
Yeah.
she was still in the
Was it-
W.
oh,
It was the
was
off
it
season.
in the off season?
They get paid like $6 an hour, so
Right.
they have to like go play in overseas leagues in the off season. They have to resort to international crimes to pay bills.
Y'all seen Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Brittany Griner took notes. She's like,
hold up.
I gotta break bad.
to break the bad.
That's foreign affairs talk with 3 for the money.
Yeah, of course.
Mr. White.
What we're best at. Miss Griner.
Jeez. Okay.
Shove it up my ass. Gotta get this to Russia. But free agent, the NBA and NHL free agency did kick in on the first Saturday. Well, the NBA started the day before at 6 p.m. as we mentioned last time, as it's so kind of weird. But I don't know. I'm gonna go on a little bit of a rant right here. But I was able to find the TSN stream to watch the NHL free agency frenzy show because they were getting all the coverage for all the NHL NHL news. None of it was on
You can't watch that on ESPN
because
They don't care about hockey.
because they're debating between Jordan and LeBron.
Yeah, they're too busy doing that. So I was able to find the TSN stream, and in case y'all didn't know, TSN stands for The Sports Network.
Like the
Simple.
Ohio State.
But
Yeah. But after every single announcement of a signing, it was like, how does this affect the Toronto Maple Leafs?
they're the LeBron of the NHL.
How does this signing of Ryan O'Reilly and the Nashville Predators, one of the biggest free agents in this free agency this year, how does this affect the Toronto Maple Leafs? It doesn't. It doesn't affect them at all. So
Because they stink.
they announced that, and they were like, all right, how does this Ryan Reeves signing really that
no.
Toronto signs?
Oh no, it's Ryan Reeves.
Oh, no.
You know, the bane of existence
Yeah.
on all NHL players.
Yeah.
Then they go to an interview with him, a live interview. It's like Zoom or, obviously whatever. He's outside, shades on, in Vegas. He's definitely hungover.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's just like, hey, what's up, guys? And they're like, what do you think that you can do for the Toronto Maple Leafs? He's like,
The who?
he was like, I don't know. I'm just going to beat people up. He said that. He was just like, I'm just
He
gonna,
knows what he's about.
I'm just gonna beat some people up. So
I hate the guy.
Maybe
but
score a goal every 10 games and then
Maybe.
beat some people up.
not even 10. I think he's on a 3-goal average.
Seriously,
Could be. It's not very many.
just out there getting cardio.
Yep.
It's important.
I know.
Pumping people's lights in.
Yeah.
Let's look.
But yeah, free agency started. I think I called it that Westbrook would stay with the Clippers. I think I said something like that.
Yeah,
I think we were pretty.
I think that.
I think we were all just kind of like, yeah.
I think I said either Clippers or the Rockets.
I can't remember.
Which we can get to the Rockets in a little bit.
Who did the Rockets sign?
Dylan Brooks. And a
Oh, right, yeah.
and someone and they shit. Who else did they get? They got someone who was actually kind of good at basketball.
Mhm.
I forget who, but
Yeah.
they gave Dylan Brooks like $80 million.
Yeah, $80 million for 4 years. I remember that.
Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, learn Chinese, pal." He just made
Now he just has
made a
to
cool
speak-
$80 million.
Now he just has to speak Texas.
Oh god.
Just throw in a couple howdies and you're good to go.
Howdy doody. Yeah, I can't remember all of the NBA free agency stuff just because the majority of the news was just, what is Damian Lillard going to do? Is
No
he?
loyalty anymore, man.
Yep.
It's dead.
Things change.
I hope that's a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I hope you're joking.
That was his whole thing.
Yeah.
I do though. I am like ditch the never run away from the grind thing. He's demanding to get traded to a team that just played in the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Twice in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Not a good look. How old is he?
Not really that old.
Okay, because I feel like he's just been in Portland for.
I mean, he has been in Portland.
Has he
forever.
been there for like 13 years?
I mean, his whole career.
He's been there for his whole career. I don't know how long though. I don't know. He doesn't look very old.
He's not. Looking it up now.
And
32.
he's 32, so
He's had a bunch of injuries though last few years.
he's kind of in that like, I need to win.
I mean, I definitely
kind
get
of
it.
mode.
I definitely get it. I mean,
He's like, nobody wants to come here because it's Portland.
yeah.
Nobody
And
wants to
they're
live in
just, like,
Portland, a lawless wasteland.
They're so bad.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, without Lillard, they have like, well, I guess now they have Scoot, but still, like, they had one of the worst rosters in the league.
Mm-hmm. They had Nurkic. Well, they I think they still have him, but like, he's always injured.
Yeah, like he had that like one like pretty good year, and since then I feel like
The
he's
bubble
always-
year when they
yeah.
like made that run
Ever since then I
to
feel like he's
make the playoffs.
yeah. Ever since then I feel like he's always hurt.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's really just been the bulk of the news on the NBA side.
Pissed that Kyrie didn't sign somewhere.
Yeah.
I want to see some drama.
Yeah.
Not yet.
No, he re-signed with
Oh, he
Dallas.
re-signed with Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then Harden demanded a trade.
Yeah.
Third time in 3 years, I think.
Yeah. Third time's the charm.
Where's he going?
I don't know, bro. I mean,
Some people saying back to the Rockets.
Yeah, that's what I said last week.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he knows the strip club circuit there. I mean,
Send him home.
yeah.
Operation Fat James Harden is about to go.
It's just like I know that like when you're a player in one of these leagues, you should get some say in where you go. But like this is just
He's never happy anywhere.
yeah. It's who would trade for him?
I mean, he's still pretty good, or still really good. But
Yeah. I mean, I guess he can.
He still averages like 20
Yeah,
points a game.
he is.
He's still a very good player. It's just I don't know. When you're thinking about like leveraging the future for the present, like
He
the future becomes the future the next year.
He's gonna have to go to a team who's in win now.
Yeah.
Because that's all he ever plays for.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Table, bro.
Yeah.
We're fine.
I'm trying to think of any other free agents in the NBA.
Draymond went back to Golden State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We knew that was going to happen.
Yeah. You can't really see him playing anywhere else.
Nah, he
Nobody else would tolerate that.
Yeah. Like, it's just, he's not like a goon, but he does operate in a goonish behavior. And, like, he can definitely get away with that in Golden State because when everyone is on, they're, like, unbeatable. So,
Yeah.
the goonish behavior can continue.
Just trying to look at other notable signings. There weren't a whole many. A whole lot.
I don't know. I didn't feel like I was mainly keeping up with NHL free agency.
Yeah.
I didn't love it.
Neither did I. They weren't
I was
like
this is okay. There were like
After
so
the first
many.
Day, after the first day, like,
Well, like
it was none of the big names.
even like the first day, I was like, I mean, this is okay. Like there are so many 1-year deals,
yeah.
and I'm like, what is this? Like all these guys are just going to be back on the market next year.
Mhm.
All the same people, and it's just like what? 1 year? Like, yeah, like cool. You got a bag, I guess, but like pretty cheap. Like Dallas got Matt Duchene for $3 million
Yeah.
for 1 year.
Oh, was it just 1 year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And it's like, damn. It's
That
like,
is
well,
kinda
shit,
crazy.
we could have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we could have kept him for that.
Yeah.
But damn,
How did
I
y'all
don't-
feel about Duchene
definitely
getting cut?
definitely
or
a
getting bought
shock.
out? Yeah.
Yeah. That was a big shock when I saw it, and it was like, whoa, okay, we're going to be very bad.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is not going to be good, but tickets will be cheap.
Word.
Maybe I can go to some games this year.
I don't think we'll be that bad. We're gonna be worse, but we're not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be. We're not gonna be like the Coyotes or anything.
Yeah. I feel like we're not going to be the Coyotes. No.
Nobody
No.
can be the Coyotes.
Yeah, that's a special team to be on. After the free agent signings of us signing Ryan O'Reilly and Nyquist,
So those are huge.
that was like, whoa. Maybe we'll be okay. We'll just be okay.
Yeah.
And it's just like this Ryan O'Reilly signing, like, I feel like that's a steal that we
Mhm.
got him at. And, we're not going to win. Like, we're not going to, like, we're not going to make the playoffs.
Never know.
I never do know. But he's definitely, like, the veteran presence that you want
Mm-hmm.
with all of our young guys that are trying to make the lineup and stay in the lineup and become, regular NHLers. So when that was signed, that was cool. The Nyquist signing, like, it's like, oh, okay, like
I like him.
I like him too. I've known that he's a good player.
I've always had him on my teams in like my franchise mode and chill.
Why?
I don't know.
He's always a solid player.
Yeah, he's just like really good, like
Yeah.
second, third line guy. I don't know why. Just, like, I always had him.
Yeah. And Luke Shen for
Fine.
that is fine for that much.
Yeah.
A bit suspicious, but at the same time, I don't know. We have the space.
Mhm.
We have so much cap space.
Should have just got Connor McDavid.
Yeah, we should have just traded for.
What are we doing, Barry?
We should have just traded for Connor McDavid. So we got Matthew Wood.
Former teammate of Bedard.
Yeah, former roommate. Yeah.
Former roommate. And how do you say that guy's name?
Molendyke.
Molendyke.
Oh.
He was on the same team with Bedard as well.
We're back.
Dude, let's go. Oh man, I don't think Chicago's going to be bad.
No.
Well, they have like the best player in the world apparently.
Yeah, but like, because like they got
someone. Who else?
they got Taylor Hall.
Yeah,
they traded for
yeah.
Taylor Hall, and they got some other guy. But like the dudes on TSN were just like, oh yeah, Connor Bedard could definitely score like 100 points, maybe even north of that.
Jesus.
And I'm like, bro,
Still a rookie.
he's a rookie. He hasn't played a single second of NHL ice. Like, and you're calling
For 100 plus.
Yeah. The last rookie to score 100 points, I think, was Sidney Crosby,
Shit.
who also had 100 penalty minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That same year.
That's awesome. I did not know that.
That's like my shell player stat.
Yeah.
100 points, 100 PIMs.
100 assists. Just hundreds on the board.
Keep it 100. So, I don't know. Like, Chicago's going to be – I think they're going to be better than us.
Probably.
They very well could be.
I mean, I think having Saros is definitely, like – is going to win us, like, a bunch of games.
What?
Corey Perry is the
That's
other
who
one.
the fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fitting.
Yeah. And they traded for him.
Yeah.
They signed him for $4 million
Yeah.
for 1 year.
4 for
one.
ancient ass Corey Perry. Jesus, that guy's still a pest though. Like,
Oh, I fucking hate him.
I hate him.
he's still a shit disturber.
I hate him so much.
Yeah, he's not cool. I don't like him either.
He's very uncool. He's probably the most uncool guy that I can
Nobody
think of.
likes him.
Yeah, nobody likes Corey Perry.
Yeah, that guy sucks. I hope the Blackhawks make it to the final and lose again.
I hope
they don't make it that
I hope
far.
they're just bad.
Yeah, I guess.
I hope they don't make it that far.
Well, you know they.
Hope they don't make the playoffs. If I'm being perfectly honest.
Yeah.
I hope they just miss the playoffs.
In heartbreaking fashion.
Yeah. So, like the lottery pick that they get will not be good. But yeah. What else?
Damn, I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
Cedar Rapids. You
Yeah.
know, just taking it day by day.
Yeah, this is a riveting podcast.
We're coming up on the MLB All-Star break too,
It's gonna be
which
that
is like
1 day with no
There's
sport,
2
zero
days.
or 2 days, yeah, with
Yeah.
0 sports.
besides the WNBA.
I think there's 1 day where there's not even
Oh.
WNBA game.
So
That's not sports anyway.
I remember,
As we discussed.
I think I've told this story on here before. That last year, I turned on when it was that day. Turned on. It was 10:30 in the morning. There was a WNBA game. It was the only
in
game
like
on
the middle of the
whole-
week.
Yeah, it was like a Thursday. I was like, turn it on, put some action on it, see what happens. And I remember watching it. I was watching it with one of my buddies at work. And after a while, I was like, you know what? This really isn't like that bad. Like it's it's fine. They're almost good. And then as soon as I said, there was like 4 possessions in a row, just air ball. I was like, okay,
It's like, okay, I get
never mind.
I get it.
This is terrible.
Well, it was like that with watching the women's like Final Four
Oh yeah.
in their NCAA
Mhm.
bracket because they're like in. I do not remember who was in the Final Four.
Iowa, LSU, some other. I don't fucking.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't tell
I
you.
can't tell you.
I didn't follow it.
I just know because I
at all.
played in the national championship.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Iowa was playing this other team that I can't name.
Might have been Louisville.
It might have been Louisville
They
actually
got
because
far, I
they
don't
were
remember.
red.
Yeah.
The team was red colored. But at halftime the score was like 18 to like 27, and I was
God.
like, "Oh, what is this?"
That's terrible. That's just.
One time,
It's a different league, man.
one time in high school, I was playing church league basketball.
Classic.
Yeah. And it was our first game. We had never like played together before. We never practiced or anything. We got beat 23-8. might have been 30 something. But we scored 8 points.
So was this this church basketball? Was it like a weekly thing that y'all did?
Yeah, it was every Saturday.
Every Saturday for how long?
I don't know. I can't remember. A couple months.
Okay.
A few months. I don't remember.
At our church, we did January basketball, which was like,
Interesting.
you know,
Yeah.
Basketball in January.
Yeah. 4 weeks. 4 weeks to climb the ladder, and then like
Get to the top.
eventually you play the adults,
Oh.
play the parents.
Oh. How did that go?
That's
We never
wild.
win. We never win that game.
Well,
But we did 1 year. We did 1 year,
I would have gloated.
and I made the winning shot.
There you go. That's awesome.
Wow.
And I'm gloating now. I was in 8th grade, and somehow I was like, "Put me in, put me in." Down under the basket, hit that little square, money every time.
It's a layup.
Yeah, no, it's not a layup. It's not a layup.
All right.
It wasn't a layup because I didn't charge towards the basket. I was planted every time. Money.
That's what the coach says. You hit the red square and it goes in most of the time.
Mm-hmm. That was my move. That was whenever I played basketball in like middle school,
bows down there.
in like elementary school, and eventually for church basketball and upward basketball. Yeah, down low, corner pocket, money, every time.
My move was being absolutely useless. Losing the ball, missing net. Ball fall,
What? Boom.
getting hit in the face, missing free throws, all the bad things.
I remember one time in one of our games, this one kid airballed a free throw. It was just dead silent in the gym. His name was Rob. His dad was sitting there in the stands. You was sure, oh, Rob. And I was like, oh, no, I'd just quit and walk out if that were
Yeah.
me.
There was one time when I was playing basketball in elementary school. My shoe came untied as I was, taking the ball out. Like we had gained possession back. We were taking the ball back to the other side. My shoe came untied, and I called a timeout, like you do. And then my dad comes down from the stands and tries to tie my shoe for me, and I'm like, "What are you doing? I got this.
Oh
I
my
know
God.
how to tie a shoe." I must have been in like 4th, maybe 5th grade. So you're not like totally awkward with your body yet, but you're starting to like
Yeah.
get there where you're like embarrassed of everything.
Yeah.
So I was like, "What are you doing?"
It's like when Allen Iverson's mom was braiding his hair before a game one time. It's like that, but
Worse. Yeah.
Damn, I learned how to tie my shoes in kindergarten, bro.
I learned how to do that.
I only got there in that kindergarten.
I'm not saying I didn't know how to tie my
I'm not-
shoes.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I don't
That'd
know.
be wild.
We had a lady come teach us.
At school?
Yeah.
Wild.
She had this little, like, fucking thing that was like
Shoes?
No, it wasn't shoes. It was like this clipboard that had like holes drilled into it, and painted on it was like a shoe, and it was like, this is how you do it. And
Why
then
didn't you just bring a shoe?
She made arts and crafts,
I don't
and then
know.
just couldn't bring in a shoe.
maybe she was wearing it. I don't know.
That's so dumb.
Maybe she has stinky feet.
She had shoelaces.
That's
That's-
weird.
Okay.
That's odd.
She was like, okay, put this over here, and I was like, all right.
Okay. Your tax dollars at work.
Fucking tying shoes.
A lady comes in with,
With a
not
clipboard.
with not even a real shoe, a cardboard shoe.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, and she got paid for that. She
probably got paid
to
for
do
that.
that.
Probably. Most likely.
Most likely. I mean, you don't come in and do that. Nobody does anything for free.
Yeah.
I remember. I think this was like first grade or something. They tried to like make us learn Spanish for like half a year. They like had some person come in, like not even like. Well, back then you didn't have like periods. There's just like for like 20 minutes a day, somebody would come in and try to like teach us Spanish. And we're like 6. Like what?
And then I bet I know what happened. I bet I know why it stopped.
Because
Some parent came in and was like, no.
nuh-uh.
Not my
And they were
child.
like, okay.
Like that.
That could
It's
have
like,
happened, I don't know.
you were in first grade. You didn't know.
I didn't know. It might have. It was definitely elementary school.
So riveting stories from our past.
Yeah. The past episode.
The flashback episode.
The flashback episode.
You know, every sitcom has a flashback episode or a clip show.
Yeah.
You know, hate that shit. So we shouldn't do it to our listeners.
I'm not going to do it.
We're doing it now.
Not the clip episode.
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
No. That's
Okay.
dumb.
Sports.
Sports. If the Reds win today, they'll be 5-1 in their last 6.
They are
That's pretty good.
white hot
Yep.
right now.
They won 12 in a row, lost 3 in a row, and I believe since they lost 3 in a row, they're 5-1.
So it seems like us doing the pod has been good for the Reds.
I think so. One thing
Hasn't hurt.
I think it is. So my buddy Josh, shout out, he had a kid, and
Shout out.
I brought up 5-1s because since his son has been on this earth, the Cincinnati Reds are 5-1. I mean,
Since he's been in this world,
Yes.
they've been good.
yeah.
A good team.
Oh, I mean, we were watching it with him. He was in the room sleeping while we were watching. They had a walk-off win, and it was electric. I want to be like, wake up! Watch this! They tell you to shake babies, right?
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
That's what you.
They tell you to shake them when they're loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Get 'em to
shake them
stop.
enough, and then they stop.
They do stop.
Yeah, just shake them hard.
You go to prison, but they do stop.
That's what they say.
5-1 in their last 6. They're probably going to win tonight. That would be nice. I don't know how to feel about this.
This is very new for you.
Yeah, they haven't been good in like over a decade. I
Yeah.
feel like
So you're like,
I don't know what to do.
right. You're like, maybe. So like when the wins happen, you're like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I can't believe this happened.
Yes.
And so it's just going to get higher and higher.
My dad said if we would make the playoffs, we're going to a game. And that's
You have to.
That's going to be
Got it.
electric.
That'd be wild.
I'm really trying not to get my hopes up for that though, because it's like still like July just started. There's
You shouldn't.
2 whole months of base, or more than that, but 2+ months of baseball left.
It kind of sounds like when the Predators, the year they won the President's Trophy.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that year it was just like we were unstoppable.
Yeah,
Like watching every game, like we did have the mentality. Like we did go to the Stanley Cup final, and we do have expectations.
They had the run it back
Mhm.
mentality for the entire year.
But like us as fans, it still felt like
It didn't feel real.
yeah,
it still felt like every game was like, man, I hope we can win.
Yeah. That's what being, a Tennessee sports fan is like.
Yeah.
In all aspects.
Mhm.
NBA, NHL, NFL, college, It's like, God, I hope we'll win today. It's never like, oh, we're going to beat the piss out of them. It's like, no. You're going in there
We'll see what happens.
butt clenched like something's going wrong.
I do think it is like really nice when, from like a gambling perspective, you can get a feel for your team.
oh yeah, sure.
Like I honestly don't like betting on the Titans because I really don't like betting on any of my teams.
I rarely do it. Yeah, I've been betting on the Reds a lot.
Yeah.
but
Do
I
you
don't-
guys believe in paying for a win?
Well, you bet against your team.
Mhm.
I have done that once with the Titans. It was when we beat the Chiefs in that like insane game.
Oh, that like 33 to 3
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
And I was like, I bet the Chiefs like -6.5 or something. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm never doing this again.
But you paid for a win, and you were still happy.
Yes, I was, but I
Like-
was like, I could have been happier if I didn't lose money. I'm not
Yeah.
even saying I wouldn't have bet on the Titans, but I'm just not going to bet against them.
That's the thing, though. It's like
I might sometimes
it's like you're not going to bet on the Titans or you're not going to bet on like pretty much any of your teams because you know they stink. Anything can
part,
go
yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
Like I've been a fan of these teams for 20 plus years.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I have seen it from end to end. What can go wrong will go wrong at some point.
I didn't really even bet on the Vols that much last year. They were the number 1 team in the country at one point.
But I will say I'll bring up a little story. When the Rams were the hottest team in the league, Stafford's first year, the year they won the Super Bowl, and we played them on Sunday Night Football. I just
Oh yeah.
knew. I was like, we are at least going to cover this game,
Sure. Yeah.
but we're gonna win.
Yeah.
That's what I.
I mean,
Because
yeah, you do get a-
everyone was counting us out. We were. I think we were more than a touchdown dogs
Mhm.
in that.
I think we were like 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, we're at least gonna cover.
Yeah, sometimes you do kind of get that feeling.
Especially on prime time.
Yeah.
Mhm. When we played the Bills 2 years ago, when Josh Allen got stuffed at the 1, I had Titans money line in that. And then 3 years ago, during the COVID season, when we played them on like a Tuesday, I bet on the Titans that night because
Oh yeah,
it was a Tuesday night. I just wanted some action.
The
We-
King Henry stiff
we
arm.
beat the shit out of
We
them.
beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah, I remember I was at like a bar watching. I was like, oh fuck yeah, dude.
I was in a hotel.
I was also.
Oh yeah.
I was also quarantining.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
We
that
had
was-
we had an outbreak at the house, and I was like, "See ya."
Oh yeah. It was at a bar.
It was like October at that point,
Yeah.
but it was really nice to have a Monday night game, and then a Tuesday night game, and then a Thursday night game.
Oh, that season rocked.
yeah, that
See,
season.
we had that.
People count that season out. That season was awesome.
We had that random like Steelers Ravens like Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
3:30
Yeah.
kick.
Awesome.
I left work early for that. I was like, I'm watching this game, and I bet the under. It hit, but it was miserable because I think Pittsburgh like scored really quick. I was like, shit.
Yeah,
But-
that people count that season out.
That
I
season
personally
rocked.
loved that season.
I did too.
Even though I don't think the Titans got very far in the playoffs. I think they were
I don't even remember.
first round exit.
2020.
That was we lost to the Ravens.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Forget about that.
Yep.
Because that was like a limited capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Playoff.
Yeah, I remember
Mhm.
that.
Yep. That's all we remember from that game. Yep. That's all we. Yeah.
Maybe you.
No. No. I remember the game. It's just. That's all that needs to be said about that game.
Most games that we go to just end with us being pissed drunk and sad. So
Exactly.
there's
Well-
very few games where I've left. I'm like, this is a good day.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I'm
we should
glad
do that
we
next
did
Let's
this.
do it again next week.
Even last year,
I can't wait to run it back next week.
last year when we went. I only went to one game. It was the
Broncos
game. We won,
Yeah, we
but
all
it was
went to that
boring as hell,
Yeah,
and
it
it
was-
was so cold. I was like, "We won. I don't care. Get me home. This sucks."
Yeah. God.
That game was miserable.
It was like 10-7 or something. It was
It
like,
was like 16-13.
Yeah,
it was like 10 degrees.
Yeah, it was brutal. It was pretty cold.
it was brutal, but we
Got to support the team.
we did it.
I had to borrow hand warmers because my hoodie,
Oh,
my
those very nice ladies
my
gave you.
sweatshirt didn't have pockets.
Oh yeah.
You should.
It was 10 degrees.
were like-
I was like putting them like in my pants.
That picture's on my Instagram. You should the picture
I
of
don't even
Chris.
remember.
You should throw this up on the screen.
So cold.
Chris has his like hands like tucked in his
shirt.
his shirt, and he's just like, "Okay, take the picture. Let's go home."
So cold.
I think that's posted on our Instagram.
On our Instagram.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
Yeah,
because
probably.
we all did something together.
Yeah, that's true.
Switching
But,
gears
yeah.
a little bit. I don't want to say I'm actively rooting against a child, but I
Okay,
really want
okay.
this Will Smith kid for the Sharks to be a total bust.
Oh, I didn't.
Just to make these people in the comments.
Chris was putting up numbies.
Yeah.
Chris
That
put
was-
up some numbies on TikTok for
I
us.
was terrified for a little bit.
When you sent that in our group chat, I was like, "This is awesome."
The internet's not real. Those people aren't real.
Also, people, I'm sorry. People in the comments saying Viva La Vida is, quote, the most hyped song can go suck one. Like, that's not a hype. It's just not. Like, it's good,
It's not.
but I've never sit there. Let's go.
Yeah, right before a pump, I'm like, dun, 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 dun. No. None of you have ever done that. Don't act
There
like
is
it is.
one
Don't
guy-
act like, don't try and take something that it's not.
One guy in the comments I did like, because there's this other guy who is just being a dipshit. Like, oh, how can you say it's going to be bad because of his music, blah, blah, blah.
It's like, you called him a stud.
Yeah,
How can he
yeah,
be
that's
bad?
that. Yeah, and then some guy was like, "It was a joke, bud."
Yeah.
I was like, "You."
Thank you,
I was
sir.
like, "You're my favorite."
You are a hero.
Overall.
That was good.
But yeah,
Great,
I kind of want him to. I mean, I'm not actively rooting against him, but if he turns out to be a bust, I'm like,
It's like,
Hashtag Chris was right.
called it.
"Oh,
We'll have to wait probably 6 years, but yeah.
that is true." I didn't think about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Well, like that, I gauged 6 years because that's what the Red Wings just did to their 6th overall pick.
Yeah,
They were
Yeah.
just like, out. You're out of here. See ya.
Yeah. Stevie Y has no patience for tomfoolery.
Mm-mm.
If you're good, you're on.
Yep.
If you
You're not good.
you out
Phillies just won
against
the Tampa Bay.
you had.
Is that relevant to you?
What?
Is that relevant
Yeah,
to
I
you?
had Phillies money line.
Okay. Very congratulations to you.
I was a little worried because I spilled some salt earlier today, so I was like, "Oh,
No.
I'm gonna lose all my bets."
Spilled salt?
Yeah.
It's like a bad luck kind of
I've
thing.
never heard of that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. If you like.
Well, I threw some over my shoulder.
Yeah. Okay. You're fine.
Oh wait, yeah,
You're
yeah,
fine.
I remember that.
But I don't know if that always works though.
That's what they say to do.
But I don't know if is that like a foolproof thing.
Wait, I think I
Does-
did do that one time, and my mom saw me, and she was like, "What are you doing?
Just throwing salt.
You're just throwing salt. It's
I threw
dirty."
it, I threw it like I like faced away from my sink, so I just threw it into my sink. But
That's good.
because
There
like,
you
I
go.
don't want to make a mess.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was hoping
more
you were.
so than I already have.
I was hoping you were at like a restaurant or something.
No,
and
no,
then,
I was
like,
at home.
There was a woman
So
behind you and just like,
Ah!
oh, sorry.
Gotta do it. I mean,
It's like, oh, I spilled some salt, and she was like, oh, I get it. You're fine.
Oh, you're good. Don't worry.
Let me pay for your meal. And then it's like, oh, the salt does work. See? Just baseball has
yeah,
sucked.
no football.
How did
USFL's officially done
how did your bets go?
for the championship game.
Yes.
It went 1-1. Because Pittsburgh got their shit rocked, but it went under. So
Okay.
Okay.
And that brings the overall record
19 and
to-
12. We take it. We take it.
Yep.
And I forget what my XFL one was, but I think it was up like 10 units.
There it is.
There it is.
So, pretty successful. I'd say.
Best amateur professional
Semi-
gambler
Yeah.
in the
Oh, yeah.
country. Professional football better in the country, Chris Walker.
As of now, I'd be hard
I
pressed to
would
find
like
someone
to
better.
see I would like to see some numbers, if I'm being honest, from
Find
somebody
someone who's
else.
bet on every single XFL game and like half the USFL
Yeah.
game.
Try us. What was that?
That was a hiccup.
Oh.
That was funny.
Damn.
I was like, did a little girl come in here?
Oh, and also Friday, the Toronto Blue Jays are playing the Detroit Tigers. Alek Manoah is making his first start since like months ago for the Blue Jays. He's terrible. So
Was that the one that got sent down?
he got his shit rocked by a bunch of like 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be betting against. I probably will.
Bet
I've
on the Tigers.
Yeah, I kind of have a bad feeling now. It's like, well, everyone's
Everyone's going to be on the Tigers.
But I'm still gonna do it.
You know, sometimes the public is right.
No, yeah, definitely. There's a reason why the public is on, a certain team.
Yeah.
But
Also,
I only get scared of the public when it's primetime NFL
yeah.
and all the commentators get their picks.
Mhm.
And all across the board is the, exact opposite of my pick. And I'm like, Or all across the board, my pick.
I'm sorry, I like
and
it.
I'm just
I like it when I have the opposite.
Yeah, okay, I worded that wrong. My bad.
But when
Yeah.
it's like I
all
have
across
that money
the board,
line, and
yeah,
it's like
or spread, and it's just like all across the board. And I'm like, we're doomed. Game hasn't even started. We're doomed.
It's not good. Yeah, that
wait
for all the commentators, that's death sentence.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all saw this October 21st college
saw
football
that.
slate.
Put this up too, Will.
Yeah, it
Makes Chris wet. is what
borderline
he said.
pornography.
Screenshot it for me.
Okay. Yeah, Tennessee. None of these times have been determined yet, obviously, but it's Tennessee, Bama, Michigan,
Damn,
Michigan State.
week 1?
No, it was
No.
October 21st.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is like week whatever. But yeah, the Michigan State, Penn State, Ohio State, UCLA, Stanford. Well, that might not be good. Utah, USC, Clemson, Miami, Texas Tech, BYU conference game this year,
Oh yeah.
and then Texas and Houston. Baylor, Cincinnati could be all right. So
That was originally supposed to be the date of my sister's wedding.
What happened?
My dad said no.
oh no,
Dad?
no to the date or no to just the wedding.
Or I don't know. I'm not sure. Actually,
Okay.
I was making a joke.
Oh, okay.
But we talked about it one time, and I think just something didn't work out with the venue,
Yes,
or like
Tennessee, Bama.
they could get it moved up till September. But their wedding is week 1 of college football,
Okay. That shouldn't
which
be
is
too
like,
bad.
no, it's fine. But
Did you ever look at it?
I mean, week
I've-
one, there's
I've-
usually like
it's-
2 good games.
yeah, it's week
Yeah.
1's like,
I'm gonna look it up.
I think week 1, but I'm not sure. I think Tennessee and Virginia play on like Friday or something.
Is it a Friday?
I
I'm trying to
would
go to
think
that
so.
game. I'm gonna have to.
I swear to God, if I have to go to a fucking wedding this year, I probably will. I don't.
No,
even
they
know,
play on Saturday. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know who I would know that would be getting married.
I'm going to one, but Tennessee plays like UT Martin or something.
Yeah, it's fine.
So,
Yeah.
that's fine. I don't care about that.
But
Yeah,
I don't know. With weddings, I get people that they hate them like in the fall. But God, have you ever been to a summer wedding?
Yes.
It's horrible. It's awful.
I don't think I've been to a summer
It's so bad.
Yeah, it's not.
It's so hot. And it's
If
usually
you're gonna
out
do
in this,
that- if you're
it's
gonna-
usually out in this dusty field,
If
and
you're
it's
gonna
just
do
like,
that, you need to have it
ugh.
inside.
yeah. But God, they are like usually like the reception is like inside.
No,
but
you
the
got
ceremony
the whole thing. inside.
ceremony is like outside under some like old oak tree or something on an old slave plantation,
Yeah.
and it's just so hot. It's awful.
Yeah.
So I'd rather like just take the fall weddings if they come around.
A
Because
spring
it-
wedding would be nice.
Yeah, but then it might rain.
rain anytime.
It can rain anything.
Oh yeah. So that's first Saturday. There's not a whole lot.
Yeah, it's like fine.
Ohio
It's-
State, Indiana,
It'll be on. We'll be excited to watch it, obviously.
TSU, Alabama.
Oh God.
Really?
Yeah. And then North Carolina, South Carolina.
Isn't
Those-
that
Those are the big ones. And
that's
Tennessee,
not week
Virginia.
1.
That's week 1.
That's week 1. Okay. It might be week 0 then.
Week 0. That's worse.
Yeah, week 0 is like awful.
I would think. I think.
Wait,
there's,
what's
like,
the date on week 1? I get
it's
confused.
loading. The 2nd.
Oh. Hold on. May I?
What day is the wedding? you know on the top of your head.
Well, I'm not going to say it out loud.
All right. You should mention the venue too,
No.
with the date.
And the address.
Yeah.
This is the Saturday slate.
Week 0.
Yeah, or no, for the wedding. For the wedding. I'm going
that's
to.
week 4.
Okay.
This might be the one Ole Miss, Alabama.
Yeah,
that's my mom's birthday. My mom and dad are going to Ole Miss, Alabama this year. This is my dad's birthday
Oh,
present.
I was
It's my
like,
mom's,
why?
or it's my dad's Father's Day present, and it is on my mom's birthday, and that's gonna be hell.
Double trouble.
Are you going?
No.
Okay.
It's in Alabama. It's like it's Nick Saban, Lane Kiffin. Like my mom couldn't pick two people more that she hated.
Yeah.
That is a nightmare
Yeah.
matchup
There's
for
not a whole lot
any
of,
Tennessee fan.
not a whole lot.
So
Florida State Clemson,
when you go to the
Texas Baylor.
volunteer games with your family, does your dad go?
I usually don't go. Well, last year I didn't go with my family. If I go with my family, it's like my mom and my sisters. My dad went to the Ole Miss game last year, 2 years ago, when they started throwing shit
The
on
mustard?
the field. Yeah, that was electric. I think, and then he went to Tennessee. No, he didn't go to that one. He went to Tennessee, Alabama within the last few years. He didn't go last year because we were at a wedding.
Right. I'm sure he would have hated that.
Oh, he hated being he hated just watching it.
He hated being alive.
Yeah. I didn't give a shit though.
Nope.
That was incredible. God, I'm so.
I remember that game. It's just- I think that's a game. Like, I'm not even a fan of like Tennessee, like per se. I guess. I guess I root for them because you're my friend,
Thanks.
and it's like, oh, I like to see my friends happy, but
It's in my blood.
it's like whatever to me. But I don't think I'll ever forget that game.
That was just like
That game was
So
best.
much fun.
That game was the best.
From like start to finish, it was just like, oh my god,
it
this-
had everything.
so many ups and downs.
It had everything.
It had everything. And then, of course, the storming of the field, just
my sister's.
cherry on
I
top.
remember my sister was there. And she still has.
If you were at that game and you didn't go on the field,
She still has she has a patch of grass from.
she just took some grass.
Yeah.
I would do that shit. I think I heard something that like downtown Knoxville is offering like submarine, like trying to organize like submarine tours so they
Dangerous.
could
Yeah.
go see the goalpost that's in the bottom of the.
I thought they
the
got it
river.
out.
That's
they've
not what
had
I
to
saw.
have get it
I
out.
don't know.
They've had to have gotten it out.
That was just throwing the goalpost in the river.
You know, there's a conspiracy
That.
about that goalpost.
Oh yeah, what
You
was
heard
it?
this?
That
Maybe not. Probably
That
probably not.
that the goalposts were like flawed,
yeah,
and that's why the Alabama kicker missed, but the Tennessee
about, like,
kicker
10 yards.
But
But
the
yeah.
Tennessee kicker made it. But then the students and the faculty were all in on it.
Yeah.
Every fan was in on it. So that's why they dug the goalpost out of the ground and threw it in the river. Everybody was in on it, but the entire nation.
That's hilarious.
And they were like, "Get it out! Get it out of here!" Just
So they can't
marching.
look at it.
I just loved watching the videos of just the goalpost just like marching down the street. Just like turning corners and just like, "We're going to the river!"
I remember seeing a video of Peyton Manning going to like this bar and being like,
It's probably his bar.
"Does he have a bar?"
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Saloon 16.
Shout
Shout out.
It's probably, I guess it was that bar.
He's scared.
Oh,
Oh, there's fireworks going on, so Bandit is afraid. So if you hear anything, but I just remember seeing this video that made me laugh because it was just two sides of a different coin. Because Peyton Manning went up to like, I guess his bar on like, and there's like a stage for like a band or whatever. He says some shit about the game, and he's like, "You guys ready to hear some good country music?" And everybody's like, "Yeah." And then, Peyton Manning doesn't curse. So it's very wholesome what he says. He doesn't say like we beat that ass. We didn't. No gloating. Just like how about the Vols or whatever.
How about them Vols?
Yeah. And then he brings up Morgan Wallen. And Morgan Wallen, the complete opposite of Peyton Manning,
Yeah, pretty much.
just goes, how about those motherfucking Vols?
He's from Knoxville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too, so-
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
God.
It
I
was,
don't know if you could tell by that all of his songs.
No. Couldn't tell at all. I had to look that up on Wikipedia. I was like, I wonder where this man is from.
I just remember seeing that video. That made me laugh so hard.
That's funny.
Just very nice Peyton Manning.
Oh, yeah.
Never seen Peyton Manning be mean, except for that.
You haven't?
Oh.
Well, no.
When he yells
Well,
at Jeff Saturday?
Yeah.
Yes, I did see that. Play center.
Is Jeff Saturday still the coach?
One can
No.
only hope.
No.
He's not.
No, I don't think so.
Who's
I
the
don't remember.
coach?
They hired like the
can't remember.
Eagles QB or OC or someone.
Yeah.
I feel dumb. I feel dumb for even asking that, but I try to keep, like, Colts.
I mean, you said that, but I knew he wasn't. But at first, I was like, "Is he?"
Yeah, I had to think about it for a second. Just one.
No,
Oh, yeah.
because I remember when they were interviewing other candidates, they interviewed Jeff Saturday.
That's right.
Twice,
yeah.
And I was like, "Oh God, please!"
Just, I'm still, like, flabbergasted over that hiring. Like, there's
Jeff Saturday.
3 games left in the season, I think.
It was not
Reich-
a lot. I don't
like,
know if it was
Reich is
3,
out.
but yeah.
I feel like.
And then they were just like, hey, come quit your cushy ESPN job to come coach the NFL. Have you ever coached before?
High school.
coached my son's high school.
He was like,
It's like,
6 and 7 or something like
It's like, oh, you're hired. Just like, what
That
a
was so fun.
bonehead move.
We had a bunch of bits.
I love how they. Yeah, we did. I love how they were like, we just want to get like a former player, just like some juice. They had Reggie Wayne
Yeah.
on the coaching staff. And
One of
they're
the
like-
best wide receivers ever.
And they're just like, nah, Saturday.
Yeah. Get this guy who played center. You know, his only job was to hike the ball to Peyton Manning and then
He
block.
did to Aaron Rodgers for a little bit.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway,
Whatever. Well,
I don't know.
we
going
don't
for a
have
little bit.
we don't have any corners
Nope.
this week.
Tragedy.
Corners.
Might start getting into the WNBA.
Chris's WNBA corner
Fuck it, why not?
for the just why not?
For the gigs.
Yeah.
Just for the lull.
Well, I mean,
for the
there's like gonna be
laughs.
that one day where there's nothing, so I gotta bet on something.
Sure.
Yeah. The
What?
shakes won't let you. Won't let
Hey,
you not.
I didn't gamble like 2 days last month, so
Oh, round of applause.
just saying.
How hard was it?
Not very, because I mean, one day I was traveling, so I just didn't like. We left early in the morning. I didn't really have time to like do any research or anything. And one day I just didn't really. I don't know. I think I was like really hungover. I was like,
Just get me on this flight.
ah.
Can't be looking up numbers.
Yeah, like, can't.
My head
Focus
hurts.
right now.
I don't want to look at numbers.
About to go flying through the air and defying gravity.
God doesn't want us to do this. Don't want to make him mad.
That
My
day-
degenerate
when
actions.
Well, when we left, our flight, like going to Boston, our flight got delayed, and so I was sitting in the airport, and they had the Reds game on, and I put a $25 free bet from MGM on Ellie De La Cruz at a home run, and I was sitting at Party Foul watching, and he crushed one. $90 right there.
That feels
That's
so
insane.
good.
I was like, well, let's get on this flight. I'm pumped. They had Nuggets minus 2.5 that night. They won by like 15. That was a good day.
Good day.
Get some plain drinks.
I did. I had a few. They didn't charge me either. Their machine was broken. Yeah.
Bro, that shit's never broken. They make sure to charge you.
You had a great day.
He like
Yeah.
took
You
my.
didn't have a good day. You
yeah,
had a great day.
he took my card and he was like, it's just, the machine's not working. I'll try to come back later. And then like we landed, and then he came by. He was like, just don't worry about it. I was like, okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for the free $8 beer on this flight.
Yeah.
I paid $15 at an airport for a beer.
See, I remember you
happens.
saying that, but like like the beers I got like at the airport weren't like that. Like it was expensive because it's buying a beer in public.
I was at one of like the restaurants.
Oh, we were at like Party Foul, and we went
Yeah.
to a bar for a little bit.
Weren't you at like the Tootsies in the
Yes.
airport? Yeah.
Yeah,
was
that
a
sounds about right.
Big mistake.
Yeah. Don't go to like
I
the.
got 4 of them before I realized
Oh,
that they were
okay.
$15
I was
a
like,
They
piece.
were
really feel bad
$15
for you.
each.
Yes,
Oh.
Yikes.
$60
4 beers.
for 4 beers. That was tough. That was a tough one.
Before the Vegas flight we took last year, I went to like a kiosk and they had like a margarita in a can.
I hate those.
I was like, well, I'm about to be on a plane for 6 hours, and this says 12.5%. So
It's a 6-hour flight.
It was not a 6-hour flight.
whatever.
I was just curious.
It's
It was like 3.
okay. It's not important. Just
Okay.
continue.
But I was like, I'm about to be on a plane that Spirit Airlines, so I'm about to be very uncomfortable for a couple hours, and usually like I thought that if you buy stuff in the airport, you can bring it on the plane, and so like
This was last year.
this was last year. I don't fly a lot.
Yeah, neither do I, and I knew that.
Well,
wasn't
like
a thing.
I've gotten food from an airport and taken it on the plane.
Really? Like what?
Yeah, you can
I've done that.
Like in a package, or just like
like
Just
they
eat,
sell
like,
like
chicken
sandwiches
wings?
and stuff like at like kiosks and
huh?
yeah,
didn't know
you
that.
can do that.
I didn't know
And
that.
so I thought the same thing applied to alcohol, but he gave me a cup and it said you cannot take this cup on an airplane, and I was just like, we are boarding. We are boarding right now.
Chug it.
I chugged as much as I could, and I was like, here, anybody just take a sip of this.
Yeah, we all kind of split it.
That's funny.
And that was like $14, I think.
Yeah. Getting airport drunk is fun.
It was also like 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
I was like, well, we're going to Vegas, so.
I had to get. I don't like flying. I had to get airport drunk. I was like, if you're getting me on this fucking plane, I'm getting drunk.
Kelsey,
I was like, you don't understand.
we got-
like I need like at
we
least
have to get there.
at least 4
we
or
have to
5
get there
beers.
5 hours early so I can get drunk.
Our flight ended up getting delayed, so that was nice. But
That is,
just get to, like
yeah, you just go. It's like,
just
well,
got to hang out. You know,
my flight's delayed.
Yeah.
Let's have a beer.
we didn't get to Boston at like 1 a.m. though. That sucked. But, yeah.
That's tough. Well,
I think that'll do it.
One
Yeah.
more quick.
Okay.
Just last one about flying. This is the first time I've flown in 22 years, since I was like 5. So I thought like the captain, and on like TV sometimes they're like, all right, we're now about to begin our descent into whatever the hell. I don't know if because it was so late they didn't do it because like people are sleeping, or if you just didn't do it. I just felt it drop, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? For like a second, and I looked around, I was like, okay, no one else is freaking out, so I think we're just landing.
Pretty standard.
But like that second, I was like,
Yeah.
this is it?
What airline?
Southwest.
I thought that was pretty good about that, but
I was just like, I was like, this is it?
It was honestly probably because it was so late.
Yeah, I
that's
wanted to
probably
like start
it.
banging on that thing, like, give me my oxygen.
Somebody help me!
As
And
long
then-
as the masks don't drop.
It was
I
just
feel
that,
okay.
that like 1 second where I was like,
Yeah.
but then I was like, I looked around, I was like, people were just like sleeping. I was like, okay, we're fine.
Yeah. Nobody's
You have to
waking
go
up.
Yeah.
down from up.
Yeah. And then when we landed, the flight attendant was like got back to Nashville. The flight attendant was like, all right, we have now landed in Miami. And everyone was like, what?
Where are we?
It's just like, oh, sorry, we're going there next. We're in Nashville. I was like,
Thank
oh,
God.
God.
Did we get on the wrong plane?
That'd be a rough one.
That would be my hell.
I've got to do this again.
Anyway, that's gonna be it for us.
Riveting episode,
Riveting
as always.
episode. I don't think anything's going on between now and next time.
Or baseball.
We'll bring some topics.
Yeah.
All right. I
We'll be
guess
more prepared.
We'll try this podcasting thing again. All right. Yeah, follow us on Twitter, Chris gambles every day like a
Damn
degenerate.
straight. Doing pretty well.
Doing
As
great.
of late. Went 5-2 yesterday on 4th of July. Day before that, then we went 6-1. So it's been
Yeah. You're also hot,
yeah, I
like
am.
the Reds.
Yeah. Well, I've
He
been
is
betting
the
on the
Reds.
Reds a lot too.
Oh,
so.
there you go.
There it is. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. It really helps us out. Yeah, there's 3 of us. Now let's make some money.
Woo! Woo!
Ow!